The world of golf is in a state of transformation. Traditional norms are being challenged, and debates about what constitutes fair play are more heated than ever. At the heart of this storm is Jon Rahm, a player known not only for his skill but for his willingness to speak his mind. His recent comments on the official World Golf Ranking (OWGR) system have added fuel to the fire, shining a light on the growing divide between LIV Golf and the rest of the golfing world. But why are Rahm's words causing such a stir? What does it mean for the future of professional golf? Let's dive deep into the issue, breaking down the controversy, its impact on players, and what it could mean for the sport's future. Jon Rahm is not just another player in the world of golf, he's a force to be reckoned with. After joining LIV Golf, a Saudi-funded league that has drawn immense attention and criticism, Rahm dominated the circuit, winning the season-long championship in style. His performance solidified his status as one of the best golfers on the planet. Yet, despite his undeniable talent, Rahm finds himself at the center of a contentious issue: the OWGR system. LIV Golf players, including Rahm, have been excluded from earning world ranking points, putting them at a significant disadvantage when it comes to qualifying for major tournaments and maintaining their global standing. In the lead-up to the Hero Dubai Desert Classic, where he'll compete alongside stars like Rory McIlroy, Victor Hovland, and Tyrrell Hatton, Rahm didn't hold back. He took aim at the OWGR system, calling for a fairer approach. "There should be a way for us to qualify," Rahm said. "The world ranking points need to figure something out because it's not fair for anybody in that sense." These words carry weight, coming from a player of Rahm's stature. He's not just speaking for himself but for other LIV Golf stars like Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, and Cameron Smith, players who have proven their worth by winning major championships. Why the OWGR controversy matters. At its core, the OWGR system is designed to measure a golfer's performance relative to their peers across various tours. These rankings determine eligibility for major tournaments, making them a critical component of a player's career. But here's the problem: LIV Golf events don't currently award OWGR points. This exclusion creates a two-tier system, where even top-tier players in LIV struggle to maintain their rankings, while their counterparts on the PGA and DP World Tours benefit from the existing structure. Rahm's comments highlight a growing frustration among LIV players. They argue that the OWGR system is outdated and fails to account for the evolving landscape of professional golf. After all, how can a system claim to rank the world's best players while ignoring some of the game's brightest stars? LIV Golf's rise has been nothing short of disruptive. With its lucrative contracts and unique team-based format, it has drawn several high-profile players away from the PGA Tour. But this shift hasn't come without consequences. Players who join LIV are barred from participating in PGA Tour events, effectively isolating them from one of the sport's most prestigious circuits. However, the DP World Tour has taken a more lenient approach, allowing LIV players to compete in its events. This creates a complex dynamic, with players like Rahm navigating a fragmented golfing landscape. Are LIV players among the best? One of the most controversial aspects of the OWGR debate is the question of talent. Critics of LIV Golf argue that the league's format and lack of depth diminish its competitive value. Supporters, on the other hand, point to players like Rahm, DeChambeau, and Koepka as proof that LIV boasts some of the best talent in the world. Let's not forget that these players have all won major championships in recent years. Their performances on golf's biggest stages speak for themselves, yet their exclusion from the OWGR system undermines their achievements. This creates an unfair narrative, where the quality of LIV players is called into question simply because of the league they compete in. Rahm's call for change is, in many ways, a plea for recognition, not just for himself but for every player who has made the leap to LIV. What needs to change? The OWGR controversy is more than just a technical issue, it's a reflection of golf's struggle to adapt to a changing world. The sport's governing bodies need to find a way to bridge the gap between traditional tours and LIV Golf. This could involve revising the OWGR system to include LIV events, provided they meet certain criteria. Alternatively, new pathways could be created to ensure that all players, regardless of their tour affiliation, have a fair shot at qualifying for majors and maintaining their rankings. Whatever the solution, one thing is clear: the current system is unsustainable. As Rahm pointed out, fairness must be the guiding principle. The stakes: why this matters for the future of golf. The OWGR debate isn't just about rankings, it's about the very soul of professional golf. At its best, the sport is a meritocracy, where the best players rise to the top based on their skill and performance. But the current system risks undermining that principle, creating a fragmented landscape where players are judged not by their talent but by their choice of tour. Rahm's bold comments serve as a wake-up call for the golfing world. As one of the sport's most respected voices, he's challenging the status quo and demanding a fairer system for all players. The question now is whether the sports leaders will rise to the challenge or continue to cling to outdated norms. Jon Rahm's dominance on LIV Golf and his outspoken stance on the OWGR controversy have made him a central figure in one of golf's most heated debates. His words resonate because they go beyond self-interest, addressing a systemic issue that affects players across the board. As the 2025 season unfolds, all eyes will be on the sport's governing bodies to see how they respond to Rahm's call for change. Will they take steps to create a fairer, more inclusive system? Or will they allow the divide between LIV Golf and traditional tours to deepen? One thing is certain: the stakes have never been higher. The decisions made in the coming months will shape the future of golf, determining not just who gets to compete but what the sport stands for. For now, players like Jon Rahm will continue to speak out, challenging the status quo and reminding us all why they're among the best in the world. The ball is now in the court of golf's decision-makers. Will they rise to the occasion? Only time will tell.